Really quick before we hop in this breakdown prediction video for the Cleveland Browns and Detroit Lions this weekend. Speaking on Ziggy Ansah, Ziggy Ansah. And we back with the Motor City Lions talk. And, we talked about him potentially being some trade bait at trade deadline. I think he's in a contract year on his rookie deal. He was like the number 4 or 5 pick we picked a couple years ago, and thank God we did get him. And not Bartavius Mingo, who's flaked out with the Browns. And it seems like everybody the Browns pick is just, turns to triple wood instead of gold. But, Ziggy Ansah's been injured the last 2 years. And, my question to y'all is, and I'll give my opinion on it, should the Lions sign Ziggy Ansah to a big contract? He's not been healthy. It's been some rumors about his age, that he's older than what he actually is. And I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, man. It's up to the Detroit Lions. It's up to their staff to look at his body and know will he be healthy and if he's worth the money. And it seems that he's physically breaking down. And remember, he hasn't had that many years of football, and he learned pretty quick, and the learning curve has been great for him. When he's healthy, he had 15 sacks 2 years ago, but the last 2 years he's been injury riddled. He had some big games early in the season. He came in the season injured, I believe, with an ankle injury. Now he has a back injury. And my personal take on this is, like, you can find pass rushers that's younger. You look at Derek Barnett tearing it up for the Eagles this year. Myles Garrett has had a big impact with the Browns when he played. And that's one of the few of those rookies that they bring in that had an impact. But, I don't know, man. I see, we got a lot of football to go. But as of now, if I had to make some decision now, I will not bring Ziggy Ansah back at a big number. If it's a good number for the Detroit Lions and a flexible number, or it's a contract that he can stay healthy in, that gives the Lions some flexibility, yeah, I would bring him back. Hopefully he can get healthy. But I'm not signing him to a big contract, to a top 10, defensive end contract, or top 5, depends on how the money look. I don't put him in the same breath as Von Miller. I don't put him in the same breath as some of these other edge rushers like Khalil Mack, or I don't know if and other pass rushers, JPP. I mean, he got a lot of money. I just feel that you always can find pass rushers, and I feel the Lions need some new pass rushers because the pass rush isn't working. And it's funny that our back end and front end can never get on point with each other. It's the back end good, the front end bad, the front end good, the back end bad. And I think it's time for a refresher across the front line. I know it's time to get rid of Nada. I like Ashawn Robinson. He can stay. And I like what they're doing with Zettel. That provides some depth, but I think it's time to plug in a top flight defensive tackle. More of somebody that can work with Ashawn Robinson, and then push Akeem Spence to the back. The rotational player. I think it's time to find a good pass rusher as well. If you're not going to bring Ziggy Ansah back, but I definitely would consider bringing Ziggy Ansah right back 100% at the right price. At the right price. I'm not paying him big money because he's been injury riddled and it's questions about his age. Now, if they're talking about giving him a big contract, I'm not with that right now. But if he gets healthy down the stretch of the season and he starts producing and, we make the playoff run and he's an integral part to that, absolutely. Give him his money. But as of the last 2 years going on now, absolutely not. He's not worth the big money. He's worth the incentive-based, contract, basically. If he reaches incentives, he get big money. But, just my opinion on that, man. I just wanted to speak on that. And I think it's a lot of, OT real talk, overtime talk, OTK, OCT. But I think it's a lot of guys that I wouldn't bring back for the Lions next year. Amir Abdullah would be, all the running backs can go except for Theoretic. Ebron can go. A couple other. Now you see guys producing now like Marvin Jones who warmed up, Golden Tate, and I think it's just the offensive coordinator. We'll see when they get Kenny Galladay back as well. But it's a lot of guys that's stepping up that should stay now, and they can stay hot. But it's a lot of guys that should go. Nada is one of them. And bringing some more younger, talented guys. But we'll see what Ziggy do down the stretch. Let me know what y'all think. We gone.